like every other sunny season. We didn't even get to feel the summer breeze, and what's the reason that you've left me? How could you forget me? And now I feel bereft, see? The problem is I thought I really knew you. I thought I got it right. But here I'm left behind like every fucking night. And this ain't like the breakup songs that we've heard a million times, or those other tired lines. I don't say this out of spite, but I can't be your best friend and watch you fall in love again with a million other men whilst I sit here with my pen and try to make sense of this. Let's talk about the time and how it's wrong and how you said we don't belong together. It's the changing of the weather like every other spring, I'm afraid. And I'm afraid that it's me. It must be me, and maybe that's the problem. And I wish that I could solve them, spend 5 minutes out of my head, get in another bed, smell the liquor on my breath, but I'm stronger. That don't work any longer, and I sit, and I sit, and I sit, waiting for you to get back to me. Why is this my responsibility? We're breaking up so regularly, this shit, it gets ahead of me, wheezy. I just want to feel the summer breeze, see? Let that pollen get me sneezy. And I'm happy, and I'm doc. Forget the fucking clock, the time will have to stop, and the world will sit in shock at the sight of us. You know what's right for us. I'm afraid, and the words sit here on my page, and I sit here in my cage like a horse that's fallen lame, waiting to be shot, waiting to be forgot. She loves me not. We sit around, strangers to one another, sharing stories that we've all told 1,000 times to 100 people, but with the energy as if it's the first. Or ever so modern and contemporary guise as a bib around our neck that catches all our bullshit before it can drip through the gaps in the bench. Sometimes it slips through and it mixes a cocktail so sweet that it rots the enamel on our teeth. Impressive impressions are digested blissfully between us, and fizz is flattered in our glasses from lack of attention. The whole of the world is held in suspension because of our conversation. The illusion of apocalypse rings in our ears and carries an overused hope through radio waves to faraway places where they don't give a shit because they're all starving and it's killing their kids. I look at my watch, but I don't check the time. You distract me with chatter about the existence of God. The circle is broken and the world comes back into view, and we all have to acknowledge its existence because we are interrupted by an outsider. It seems the zombies of reality have developed basic motor skills and speech, and now they want to throw a conversational party at our newly varnished picnic bench. The zombie the zombie tells us that he has met God and that she is a woman and that she is a boring woman. You two are angry, not because she is a woman, you swallowed that pill in a practiced manner, but boring you cannot abide. How is it possible that the author of existence is boring? This writer of everything has such an imagination that they must be a wonder to encounter. The zombie groans and says something that means nothing, but attempts to convince us that God is boring and just sits at home poking a fire with a plastic stick, smelling the fumes and sticking the end to things for a moment. The zombie says that everybody is just poking a fire with a plastic stick, really. Even the best people like David Beckham do nothing more than smell the plastic fumes. We all imagine David Beckham for a moment, and then we see that the zombie is right, and that nothing and nobody is special. Even God means nothing and isn't anything but another person in another room, and maybe her creating everything was special, and we are grateful because it benefits our bullshit bibs and facilitates our fizzless drinks, and we are grateful. But really, we realise that even the most creative soul that ever existed, and me, and you, and the other guy with us, and you reading this or hearing this, you too aren't special all of the time. Sometimes you just sit at home, poking a fire with a plastic stick and washing your underpants and eating crisps from a bag that you've opened upside down. Technology is advancing faster and faster every day, and in a couple of years, I'm told we'll live in space. Imagine that, me, you, together in the stars, electric toothbrush, electric frying pan, electric cars. These days, we have a social platform that keeps us all together. It'll tell you when it's raining before you check the weather. It's a place for your complaining, oh, isn't it so clever? The Facebook. It's a modern wonder of the world. Behold, Facebook, the home of miraculous, muscular men and scantily clad girls. A place for our opinions, a place where we can matter, we can meet like-minded people, and it will make us feel better. And if society makes us angry, we can put it in a post. Our opinions feel valid because of our friendly Facebook host. Well, as a poet, this platform sounded perfect because, you know, as a poet, validation can be difficult to come by. I mean, I've done plenty of readings and plenty of open mics, but nothing affirms your worth like Facebook likes. At these gigs, I can see smiles and I can see claps, but it's just temporary validation. I can never get it back. But the Facebook, it stores them all for me, and now I can measure my masculinity and quantify my quality every morning in my bed, and I can see that people love me and the pictures of my head. So what's the plan? How can I achieve recognition? How can I become a virus, go viral? How can I have my work break the internet? I want the internet broken, and I want it known that I was I that broke it. I want to take all of this validation and roll it up and smoke it. I want to be high on social media success. I'm a social smoker. Recreational requiem relieves me of my stress. So, I posted a video of me doing a poem like this one, but not as funny and more about the breakdown of my mind and my relationships. But it was good. And most of all, it was a poem. A couple of my friends shared it, you know, just to get it going, and it got 5,000 views and 22 likes. I didn't understand it, but luckily, Facebook gives you insights. It reached 20,340 people, and it got 22 likes. Of those people, 1,739 people watched it for more than 10 seconds, and it got 22 likes. I think I've been missold like your auntie's PPI. I came to validation and got 22 likes. It can't be my content, because I know my content's good. It can't be my content because I know my work is good. It can't be my content. It can't be my content. Please, not my content! So now I've turned to Facebook ads. Boost this post for just £7. £7 can't be bad. Bing, notification, 1 new like, my girlfriend's dad. Perhaps I should do more targeting when it comes to my marketing. Perhaps I'm just bargaining the 3rd stage of grief. There's depression, reflection, loneliness, and that's just stage 4. There's 2 others before I finally reach hope. If I don't get more followers, I'm not sure that I'll cope. As it turns out, a physical clap is just the same as a virtual like. You can get them quite easily because clapping is polite. And if you don't clap, I can see you aren't clapping and it's uncomfortable for you. But on Facebook, the rules aren't the same. They're not like an open mic. You have to actually like something before you click like. So, when you're in bed later using Facebook, your friendly social host, visit my page and please like my fucking post.